over here.
They killed one of our heroes.
Stay with me, will you?
Help! Healing, please! Healing!
They killed one of our heroes.
Stay with me.
Please!
Let me know what you need.
Not now!
Our allies are under attack.
Good job. That should slow their attacks down a bit.
Interesting.
Let's looks like a tunnel, doesn't it? Locked. No way to get through.
Here we go.
All right!
Good job. That should slow their attacks down a bit.
Our allies are under attack.
You'll have to wait!
Corporal?
Our allies are under attack. Our allies are under attack.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Danger up ahead! More fighting. Does this never end? Fine.
Let us make this quick.
Focus area.
I'll keep you shielded.
Everything
All
has
right,
an end.
here goes nothing.
Our allies are under attack.
This will be a masterpiece. So much to do, so little time.
You read my mind.
All right, then, let's get to it. Well, then.
Interesting.
This will be a masterpiece. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
What the? You again? How? I mean, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Why did you leave the camp?
You ask me? After you and your friend turned these lands into a bloody battleground again? Forgive me, but I don't want to end up as collateral damage for a Purity Lightbringer or Nortander Cavalry.
Huh. Makes sense, I guess. Either way, we need your help. That smuggling tunnel near the Utran wall. Do you know how to open it?
And if I do?
Then it would be greatly appreciated if you told us.
I get that, but I mean, what do I get in return?
How about we don't kill you?
So much for not my enemy, huh? Fine. Seems like I don't have much of a choice. Yes, I know about the tunnel. About the one to the northeast, that is. Lots of the other refugees tried their luck there. But from what I've been told, those Utran bastards plucked them right out from the hole on the other side. Not worth it if you ask me. And as far as I know, one of the refugees hid the key near the camp, under a rock, for any other soul who wants to follow.
Near the camp under a rock isn't very specific.
Right below the Godstone. You can't miss it.
All right, that'll help. Thank you.
Well, it's not like I had much of a choice, did I? Now, if you don't mind, I got things to attend to.
Go ahead.
This will be a masterpiece.
Our allies are under attack.
All right, here we go.
A fine plan.
Get ready!
Let's see what we can do. Healing! Need healing!
Help! Please!
Our allies are under attack.
Aeonir's light. Intruders.
Myra, run!
Myra, run.
That's her. That's Lady Myra.
And 2 Lightbringers. What about your room, Tahar? Didn't Iskrim say it would react if another rune carrier is nearby?
Yeah, and I think it does. Let's go and take them out.
What's next?
What is it?
Danger up ahead. Really necessary. Here. You're struggling. Help, please.
quite the fight.
See if they have the rune.
Interesting.
It connected with you, just like the Harbinger's rune did. I think you can control Lady Myra now.
Then let's go find her.
Corporal?
Now would you look at that? Lady Myra?
Lady Myra.
This is strange.
How do you feel? Are you wounded?
How do I feel? Am I wounded?
Iskrim? What do we do now? What's happening to her?
Well, she's still under the control of the rune, so you should be able to give her orders now, just as the rune carriers did. Go ahead, try it.
What now?
What now?
You should order her to stop the assault on the fortress.
All right. Command your men to lay down their weapons and stop the assault on the fortress. The Ushran house is now no longer allied with the Purity, but with Northander.
I command my men to lay down their weapons and stop the assault on the fortress. The Utran house is no longer allied with the Purity, but with Northander.
She sounds different than when the Purity priests commanded her.
Probably her mind needs time to adjust.
All right, good work. Let's tell our people we're ready to head back to Mullendir.
That's just how it is.
Let's do this.
You'll regret this.
So, what's the plan? All right, here goes nothing.
Everything has an end.
I need help over here. Here we go.
Let us make this quick. Healing! Need healing!
Sure.
More
Another
fighting.
one.
Does this
Stay
never
away
end?
from the cleaver.
I need more time. Ah, yes.
Take a second. Well then. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. So much to do, so little time. All right then, let's get to it. Aye, that should work. This will be a masterpiece. Well then. Will only take a second. Aye, that should work. All right then, let's get to it. This will be a masterpiece. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Well then. So much to do, so little time. Well then. Aye, that should work. It will only take a second. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. All right then, let's get to it. This will be a masterpiece. So much to do, so little time.
Tandai Tahar. Come to trade?
Sure, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest. Come again. May Tiara bless your path.
Yes?
Let me take a look at your designs.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
Yes. Want to trade? Farewell.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes, Corporal? How can I help?
I'd like to know more about your friend, the one you lost to the bloodburn.
I'm not sure what there is to say. She was my friend, and the bloodburn took her. Hence, I joined you. That is all there is to say.
I'll be leaving now.
All right.
She's breathing, but her spirit is gone. Damn you, Lacane. I still can't believe this really happened.
Here we are again. At least, with the bloodburn gone, the undead should be less of a problem now.
What do you mean?
The bloodburn didn't just kill the living, it also woke the dead.
Interesting. Well, let's head to the fortress. I'll do the talking once we get there. Blasted armor.
Abominations. Stay away from their claws.
Help! Please!
I need help over here.
They killed one of our heroes.
No, don't die on me, will you? We need you.
It's over already. You had a chance. Help you, please! It's over already.
I need help over here.
Yes.
I will do as I must.
Help! Please!
alright, why not?
Fine.
Certainly.
An abomination.
You read my mind.
Kill it.
Is this really necessary?
You'll regret this.
Sounds like a plan. Is it just me, or is it a little too quiet here? That way? You got it.
Look at that! Heretics!
I'll keep you shielded! That's the way?
No! For Aeonir!
Does this never end?
Tower's breath. Bane?
But why? Aeonir's blade is a wasteland. And faith aside, doesn't he need the field dart protected as much as we do?
Maybe he's even more deranged than we thought. In any case, we should hurry. If the Falcons are under attack, things are worse than we feared.
I'm telling you, you're going to regret this. We're...
Did I ask you for your...
By the... Hey, help me!
Ah, shit.
Let's see what
Tiara's breath. Thank you. I was sure they were going to kill me.
Well, you're safe now. What happened here? And who are you?
Ralph. Ralph Hadani. I'm a mentalist from the Creators Guild in Neverlight.
Then why don't I know you?
Pardon me?
I'm Undergast, first scholar of the Creators Guild. and I have never seen your face before.
Oh, you! Of course, Lena told us about you. I only just joined the guild some weeks ago. I was a rebel before that.
Lena?
Yes, second scholar, Lena de Breos.
Look, I hate to interrupt, but we need to know what's going on here.
Yes, of course. The Deathman and the Bane. They've invaded the canyon, and they are besieging the Falcon Fortress as we speak.
Blazes. That's not good.
And what about you? What are you doing here?
Long story. I think Scala Lena is better fit to tell you. We have a camp in the southeast of the canyon. I'll go there right now. You're free to join me if you want.
One more question. Who are we up against? Deathman and Bane?
Mostly, yes. Lucky for us, the Purity hasn't sent any Lightbringers yet. And of course, they're still undead. But not as many as before, when the Bloodburn was still a thing.
Hang on there. What about the Falcons? Where are they?
Oh, yes. Most of them have withdrawn into the fortress, including Highkeeper Aranor. But there are some survivors in their old encampment south. I don't know if you've heard it, but there was quite the drama here only a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I know the story. All right. Stay safe, Ralph.
Huh. I'll do my best.
If the fortress is under siege, that camp is probably a good place to make contact with the Falcons.
Agreed. Once we have a better idea of the situation, we'll send word to our forces. Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course.
Blazes. They devastated this place.
Hold it right there. One step further and I'll slit your throat.
Put the knife away. We are not your enemies.
Excuse me, who are you to...
We're with Lord Marshal Arendir and are here to help. Now put down that weapon.
Lord Marshal Arendir? But they told us he fell in the Battle of Greykeep.
Who did? The Bane? The Deathman? Don't believe everything you hear. Now put down that weapon. We're here to help.
Of course. Sorry. I'm just... sorry.
Who is... Wait. You're the one who helped to free the fortress, aren't you?
I am. We're here with Lord Marshal Arendir.
So he's... Well, that's very good news. I'm Watcher Joanne. Please forgive Averett's behavior.
No harm done. Now tell us what happened. Where's the High Keeper?
In the fortress. That whole mess, it happened a week ago. We were still recovering from the undead attack a moon ago, and we thought the Deathmen were gone for good. They completely took us by surprise, like bloody amateurs. We just barely managed to drive them out of the fortress.
We? But you're here, aren't you?
Yes, well, that's a different story. The 6 of us, we were tasked with guarding the catapult. When those screaming Bane fanatics attacked by the dozens, we got... I don't know, scared. We ran.
Why didn't you stay and fight?
Cowardice. That's all it was.
Well, self-pity doesn't help either. We need to act. You said the Bane and the Deathmen are besieging the fortress. How big of an army are we talking about?
A large one. They are only a fraction of their respective forces, but together, they will break through the gates eventually.
Well, then I think it's time to call in our troops. Our old outpost. Is it still there?
I think the Deathmen burned it to the ground, but it should be easily rebuilt.
Good. What then?
Well, obviously the most important thing is to prevent the Deathmen from breaking through the fortress. But a head-on ambush would be suicide.
Then what do you suggest?
I suggest a two-way route. We support Highkeeper Aranor in the fortress and simultaneously weaken the enemy. Also, Averett may not look like it, but he's actually a skilled Arya Smith. If you get us the material, we can equip your warriors with it.
What about Gifford?
Yes, true. He might also be able to help. If they didn't kill him yet, that is.
Who's Gifford?
Our engineer. He was at the catapult too when we were attacked. But he didn't make it. We left him like bloody cowards. If he's still alive, we can free him and he might be able to repair the catapult.
What does Arya have to do with weapons?
You don't know?
Arya water is not just used for alchemy. Some people know how to imbue their weapons with it. Such as the Iron Falcons, as it seems.
The leaders of the Deathmen and the Bane, are they here?
That crazy scarred woman and Commander Catrus, you mean? They were, yes, but they left 3 days ago.
For the attack on Mullendeer, of course. I understand. But how can we support the Keepers on the inside?
Well, they've been trapped in the fortress for over a week, and our provisions were already low back then. If we manage to smuggle resources inside, then it may help them to regain their strength. There's a small hole in one of the northwestern walls, just next to the catapult. If we secure that sector, we can drop resources into their courtyard.
Sounds like a plan. Then let's get to work.
Yes, and with your permission, we will join you. We've been hiding for too long. It's time to make these bastards pay.
Need scouting?
Interesting.
Well, well. So you're the ones Ralph was talking about. And it's true. You're here, Undergast.
Yes, Lena, I am.
Unbelievable. Right up until now, I thought Ralph was pulling my leg. Why, Undergast? All those years, I've tried to convince you to get out there, look for wisdom in the world, rather than your books. But you wouldn't listen. And now, all of a sudden, you did? Why?
That is complicated. And if you wish so, I will tell you, but not now. It seems you and your people are in trouble, are you not?
Yeah, we are. So, who are you people? Oh, you're definitely not with the Purity, that's for sure. I'd recognize that deluded look right across that bloody canyon.
I'm Tahar. Maybe you've heard about me.
Oh, the prodigal child. Yes, of course. You almost blew up the Wade Castle in the eye, didn't you? Pleasure to meet you.
Lena, what is the meaning of this? Why are you and these mages here?
You know who we are, Undergast, and what we set out to do. As for you, Tahar, I'm Lena, second scholar of the Creators Guild. Or was, that is. I guess they crossed out my title after I left.
We did.
So why exactly are we here in Aenir's Blade? That's a story to fill books with, but I'll make it short. Because some of us were tired of sitting on our supposedly safe little island in Everlight and watching while mages are being slaughtered. We spent the past year helping wherever we could, but it was a misty war, so to speak. You couldn't tell your enemies from your allies. However, since the Kane has gone crazy, things got easier. So now we're fighting the Purity.
But why here, in Aenir's Blade?
Ever heard of Yura's Ring?
You think it is here?
No, Undergast. I know it is here. In the first battle with the Field Dark, there was a mage named, you guessed it, Yura. She is one of the main reasons why Io is still in one piece. She held the Field Dark at bay while the Guardians banished them. Of course, however, it cost her dearly. She gave her life for it. The ring, however, is still here, buried thousands of armwits beneath the sand. We're here to retrieve it.
How? It would take years to dig that deep.
Well, good thing we aren't planning to dig. In the past moons, I prepared a ritual. Telekinesis, if that strikes a chord. However, releasing that much magical energy is likely to wake up a whole lot of undead. In other words, we can't do the ritual without someone guarding us. Which brings me to my next question.
We will help.
Shouldn't we at least think on this?
No. I ask very little of you, but I do ask that we do this. We will help, Lena. That is the first and last request I will ever make of you.
Thanks, I suppose.
Fine. We'll help.
Well, wait. I don't want you to risk you and your man's lives for nothing. So let us make a bargain. If you help us retrieve the ring, I'll convince some of our mages to help you in your battle. Frankly, your army has the best chances of winning this war, and we could use help.
Sounds fair. What's your plan?
Actually, it's quite simple. We will teleport ourselves to the ritual grounds and await you there. All you need to do is to protect us while we cast the spell.
That's simple enough. All right, we'll meet you there.
Thank you. And stay safe, Undergast. Will you?
I will. This looks like a suitable place.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Just give the word.
Yes?
Commander, we finished researching a new technology.
All right, let's get to it.
Commander, we need to stock up on stone.
Tiara's breath. What are you people doing here? This is a war zone.
You don't say.
Well, at least you look like you can handle yourself.
We can. What are you doing out here in the desert?
We were out on a mission when the attack happened. We tried to get back and help our brothers and sisters, but as you can imagine, we are too few to take these purity bastards head on. So we stuck to the mission instead. Though we weren't successful yet.
What mission?
The Deathmen. They sent a group of necromancers before they launched their attack. I think they're trying to control the undead, but they're strong. Too strong.
Then let's attack together.
Yes, that might work. Fine, let's make a bargain. You help us deal with these necromancers, and we'll lend you our maces. I'm assuming you're planning to free the fortress, too.
Of course. The more help we get, the better.
Perfect. We will not let you down.
What is it?
Building completed.
Aye, that should work.
Huh?
Building completed.
Yes?
I will do as I must.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
That's it. They're done raising the undead.
Completed.
This looks like a suitable place.
Building completed.
This.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Uh-huh.
This looks like a suitable place.
Bloody defilers! You fucking...
Yes?
All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes?
Sure.
Building completed. Our provisions are running low. We need more food. Building completed. Building completed.
We should get moving.
All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. Building completed. Building completed. We're being attacked!
They will fall.
Yes?
Danger up ahead!
Only take a second.
Just give the word.
masterpiece. That should work.
Huh?
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
Chop chop. Good work.
Huh?
Everything has an end.
Look at that!
I'll keep you shielded!
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
So, what's the plan?
Building completed.
All right, here goes nothing.
This looks like a suitable place.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. Our smiths need more iron.
Huh?
Building completed. We're being attacked! Building completed.
I'll keep you shielded! Danger up ahead!
Understood.
All right.
What is it?
Yes?
They will fall.
Everything has an end.
Pale skin.
Fine.
All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes? Get ready.
Building completed.
Here we go.
More fighting. Does this never end?
As you require.
That should work.
Yes?
All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Just give the word.
Chop, man. Let's get to work.
Corporal?
So much to do, so little time.
Uh-huh.
This will be a masterpiece.
So, what's the plan?
Building completed.
So much to do, so little time. Chop. This will be a masterpiece. Will only take a second.
You have my attention.
All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Chop, man. Let's get to work.
Building completed.
All right, then. Let's get to it.
Corporal?
Building completed. Building completed.
Let me take a second.
Yes?
Let us make this quick.
Building completed.
Up ahead.
We're being attacked!
I will do as I
We're
must.
being attacked!
Your struggle is pointless.
All right, then. Let's get to it.
Building completed.
So much to do. Take a second.
Building completed.
Aye, that should work. This will be a masterpiece. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. All right, then, let's get to it.
Building completed. Building completed. Building completed.
This. So much to do, so little time.
Building completed.
Let's get to work.
Building completed.
All right, then, let's get to it. So much to do, so little time.
Our smiths need more iron.
Well, then, this will be a masterpiece.
Building completed.
Will only take a second. Will be a masterpiece.
Our smiths need more iron.
So much to do, so little time. Well then. All right then, let's get to it. Aye, that should work.
Hmm? We're being attacked!
Huh?
All right then, let's get to it. This.
We're being attacked!
Aye, that should work. So much to do, so little time.
We're being attacked! Building completed.
Take a second.
Building completed. We need to distill more aria. There's hardly anything left.
This will be a masterpiece. Aye, that should work. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
We need to distill more aria. There's hardly anything left.
Just give the word.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
Alright then, let's get to it. Only take a second. This will be a masterpiece.
Building completed.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Alright then, let's get...
Yes?
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
This will be a masterpiece. Alright then, let's get to it. So much to do, so little time. Aye, that should work. Well then. It'll only take a second. This will be a masterpiece.
Building completed. Our smiths need more iron. Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
We'll
keep you shielded.
You'll regret this.
We're being attacked!
Help, please.
Yes.
Damn it! I need healing. Damn it! I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes.
Fine.
Falcons are under attack.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Everything has an end.
Here we go.
Let us make this quick. I will do as I must here.
Something you need?
Well then.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. This will be a masterpiece. It'll only take a second. All right, then, let's get to it.
We're being attacked! Building completed.
Well then. All right then, let's get to it. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. This will be a masterpiece.
Building completed.
Well then.
Our smiths need more iron.
All right then, let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
Aye, that should chop chop, man. Let's get to work. This will be a masterpiece.
Our smiths need more iron.
Will only take a second. Aye, that should work. Well then. Chop chop.
We should get
man.
moving.
Let's get to work. This will be a masterpiece. So much to do, so little time. All right, then, let's get to it. Well then.
What's next?
Building completed.
Now would you look at that?
If this isn't good timing, we just finished preparing the spell. So are you ready? As I said, once we start, we can expect a lot of resistance.
That should work.
Our smiths need more iron.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. It'll only take a second. So much to do, so little time.
Give me some more time to prepare.
All right, but don't take too long.
This will be a masterpiece. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Well then. All right then, let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. So much to do, so little time. That should work. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
A Titan has entered the battlefield.
Well then. So much to do, so little time.
Our smiths need more iron.
All right then, let's get to it. So much to do, so little time. It'll only take a sigh. That should work. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. This will be a masterpiece. All right then, let's get to it. That should work. So much to do, so little time. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. It'll only take a second. This will be a masterpiece. So much to do, so little time. All right then, let's get to it. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Well then. That should work. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Take a second. So much to do, so little time. All right, man, let's get to it. This will be a chop chop, man. Let's get to work. That should work. Well then. So much
We're being attacked!
That should work. It will only take a second. That's just how it is.
Interesting.
Well, if this isn't good timing, we just finished preparing the spell.
I'm ready.
All right. Alron, is everything ready?
Yes.
Good. And remember, don't lose focus.
Yes?
Singtar Ela Shara Dan!
More of them. This place is a bloody graveyard.
As you require.
Whatever's necessary.
No, don't die on me, will you? We need you. No, don't die on me, will you?
Yes?
We need you.
They will fall.
Let us make this quick.
Get ready.
Let's see what we can do. Ah, yes.
By the Guardians, we did it. We actually did it.
It's over? You have the ring?
We do. Tiara's breath. It's beautiful. You made this possible. I must say the rumors about you seem to be true. Either way, you held your end of the bargain, and we'll hold ours. I need to get the ring into safety, but the others will join you.
Wait, you aren't staying?
I can't, Undergast. Not yet.
I understand.
Good. Just exit the canyon through the pass on the east. One of our scouts will be waiting there. He'll show you the way to Mullendeer.
Mullendeer. Well, isn't that intriguing? Fine. Barrett, you heard it.
Yes. We will not let you down, Tahar.
Then I guess it's time to say goodbye. I will be back soon.
Goodbye.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
then, let's get to it. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Yes?
We're being attacked!
Just give the word.
Building completed.
This will be a masterpiece.
Let me know what you need.
Aye, that should work. So much to do, so little time. All right, then, let's get to it.
Huh?
This will be a masterpiece.
Yes.
Well then.
All right, here goes nothing.
You read my mind.
Is this really necessary?
What is it?
Healing! Need healing!
They killed one of our heroes!
Come on, don't die on us now.
Help! Please!
Focus, area. Focus. All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
What? Yes, of course.
Huh?
So much to
Yes?
This looks like a suitable place.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Something you need?
Yes?
Yes?
Sounds like a plan.
Well then. Aye, that should work. Alright then, let's get to it. Aye, that should work. Will only take a second.
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
What's next? What do we need?
Blazes, you did it! You crushed that scum all by yourself?
Seems like I did. Who are you?
Gifford Hendry. Color me impressed. Look, I know about your quest to defeat the Harbinger, and I want to help. I am, if I may say so, one of the best siege weapons specialists in Nortender. And I'm sure I can be a valuable asset to your cause.
What about the Falcons? The tomb still needs to be protected.
They will be fine. My apprentice is with them, and she knows what she's doing. If you want my help, I will ask Highkeeper Aranor for permission.
Well, any help is appreciated. Thank you, Gifford.
Well then.
Alright, why not?
Building completed. Building completed.
So much to do, so little time.
Yes? You got it.
Corporal?
Alright then, let's get to it.
Tahar, and once again you save the day. I'm ashamed you only see the Falcons like this, failing.
It's not your fault. Your order is meant to protect the tomb, not wage a war against some fanatic.
Nice-sounding words, but they aren't true. We've almost lost the tomb. Again. I guess this was your plan, Angar? Helping your sister? You always liked to be the savior.
Sister?
Yes. We're twins.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because it wasn't relevant. I'm not here to save you, Eleanor. I'm here because we need your help. We need the Keepers.
Why? Because of our legendary skills? You see how much they've helped us. But I guess we should discuss this elsewhere. Let us meet at your outpost, Tahar. Before we do anything else, we need to tend to the wounded and make sure the tomb is properly guarded again. There you are. Well then, let's get this over with, shall we? What did you mean by you need our help? I appreciate what you did for us. You too, Angar. But you know that Falcons cannot leave the canyon. The tomb needs to be protected, from now until eternity.
They will guard the tomb, but not all of you. We'll provide you with enough soldiers to both rebuild your fortress and to protect the tomb while you are with us. And once the Harbinger is dead, you can return to the canyon. Please, Aranor, don't make this harder than it is. You know I have the power to command you if needed, but I don't want to do this.
Fine. I suppose you're right. If the Harbinger is mad enough to attack Aenir's blade, we would not be safe here anyway. We will lend you our maces, Tahar, as long as you serve a righteous cause. What about Myra? House Uhtren's army is among the largest in Nortander. Will she help too?
That's a long story. I'll tell you on the way to Mullandir.
Fine. But these soldiers you're sending as a temporary replacement, I will be the one who picks them. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. Then I will join you with 24 of my keepers. That has to be enough. When do we head out?
Soon. Tahar will give the command.
Let me see.
Yes? Are we heading out?
Not yet. I'll give the word.
Yes? What is it?
Are you all right? You seem distraught.
I am. Meeting Lena again. It was a strange experience.
I imagine. You seemed distant back there, and so did she.
Yes. Because I simply did not know how to behave. This bond I have told you about, it is gone.
You mean?
Yes. My feelings for her have changed. I cannot explain why, but I felt it the moment I saw her, and judging by her body language and her words towards me, I conclude that she feels the same.
How do you explain that?
I cannot. Maybe our disagreement did not only harm our bond, but broke it entirely. Or maybe being separated for so long did. There is no way I can know. As I have told you already, I have never before felt a connection like the one we had. I did not even believe my mind to be capable of feeling it. Its sudden disappearance makes as little sense to me as the fact that it existed in the first place.
How does this make you feel?
I do not know. I will need to think.
Maybe it's for the better.
I agree. There will be no more distractions from here on out. If you don't mind, I would like some time to think now. If you wish, we can talk later.
All right.
Point me to the wounded.
By the Guardians. That was quite the journey, wasn't it? Wonderful place you found yourself here, Corporal. Wonderful.
Glad you like it. Did you have a look at the city's defense mechanisms yet? They might interest you.
Yes, actually I have. They are part of why I find this city so intriguing. I mean, I always knew the Shapers had some interesting weaponry, but this, it's amazing. I still don't understand why the Crown never showed much interest in these ruins in the first place. Anyway, I don't want to steal more of your precious time. As promised, I'll help you improve your siege machinery, catapults, ballistas, and the like. Though of course that'll cost you a little. Not for me, but for the material.
All right. I'll come by when I need something.
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need. Farewell.
Yes, Tahar? Looking for a skilled engineer?
You're an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest. Good choice.
Interesting.
Huh. Interesting.
Here we are. Now destroy that bloody rune.
Shouldn't we at least study it first? I mean, we don't know what...
Are you deaf? Destroy it!
All right. Take care of it now. But I need privacy.
Are you trying to trick me, dwarf? I swear, if you...
Fine, come then. Come and keep shouting at me all you like, because that's the best way to ensure I'll make a mistake and have that rune cause your sister's brain to explode.
All right. You'll get your privacy. I'll go find a bed for Myra in the meantime. She needs water and food.
All right, here we are.
Iskrim? What's the matter?
I won't do it.
What?
You heard me. I will not destroy the rune.
Are you joking? This thing is what's controlling Lady Myra.
Yes, it is, but there's something I haven't told you. Something I only found out a week ago.
Yes?
The Shapers. I finally understand their secret. Why they persisted for so long. Why during their reign there was not a single power who dared to defy them. Not even the dragons. Why there was peace.
The rune.
It all makes sense now. The Shapers used these runes to control, to ensure stability.
They enslaved their own people by exerting mind control. Is that what you're getting at?
Enslaved? So a murderer put behind bars is a slave too? No, Tahar. They used the runes to protect their empire from its enemies, from outside and from within. Don't you see? This is the reason why there were no wars, no coups, no stupid rebellions. Because the Shapers had the power to correct misguidance. And the best thing about it? The Control didn't even suffer. They merely had their views readjusted and continued to live on a normal life.
Lady Myra doesn't seem normal at all. She acts like some kind of machine.
Yes, because neither we nor the Purity have even come close to comprehending the true power of the rune. We're sodding amateurs.
What about the ghosts who protected this place? They seem to have gotten more than a little readjustment.
Yes, probably because their crimes required a more severe punishment. Isn't that poetic justice? Rather than killing a wrongdoer, he's bound to protect those he wanted to hurt. Just imagine the potential of this.
And you think this is a good thing?
Being able to bend minds to your will.
Look, Tahar, I'm not stupid. I know there's a danger in that power, but there's a danger in every power. Blasted, you're a mage. Thousands of people would like to see you burn, and just because they're afraid of that power inside you. Your magic, just like the rune, it's a tool. Don't you see that? And a tool is neither good nor evil. It's merely a potential. And this, Tahar, this is the potential to change the world for the better.
So what's your plan? Use the rune to create a second Shaper Empire?
No, use it for the greater good. For us, for our purpose. For our battle against that lunatic Lacane. Damn it, Tahar. This might be the key that I've been looking for. The key for stability, for peace. I will not destroy it.
Iskrim, calm down. There has to be another way.
No, there isn't.
Iskrim, you've said it yourself. With Myra's current state of mind, she cannot help us win over the other houses. And without them, we'll never recapture Greykeep. Lacane will win. Please, you have to trust me with this. The rune must be destroyed.
Fine. Fine. But I'm doing this for you. You understand me? I will destroy it. But as soon as there's time, I will start my research again, and no, you cannot stop me. Agree with me or not, I know this power can do good. I just know it. It's done. Go see after Lady Myra, Tahar. I need time.
A fine plan.
Yes?
I don't understand. What do you mean? Cold?
I don't know, Angar. I just feel different.
I'll be leaving now.
Tahar, what happened? Did the dwarf destroy the room?
It took some convincing, but yes, he did.
Convincing? I knew it. Well, but who am I to tell you who you should be traveling with? Well, something is off. Myra, she's different.
What?
Myra?
I don't know. I feel strange, cold.
See? That bloody rune, it did something to her mind.
Lady Myra, what do you mean by cold?
Dark. Empty. I don't know how to describe it. Forgive me.
But you remember who you are, don't you?
I am Lady Myra Emmeline Arendir, third-born daughter of House Utran.
But we destroyed it.
That's my point. Her mind, it must have suffered permanent damage. None of this should have happened. None of it. Myra, you should get some rest. Things might be different tomorrow.
Yes, brother. As you say.
Come, let us call your companions. There's things that need discussing.
I've been wondering, do you have a family? Heirs?
That question came unexpected.
Is it so hard to answer?
It isn't. No. I don't have a family. Save for my sisters.
How come?
Well, I'm afraid to understand my answer, I need to go back a little. You see, I had always known what my life would look like, long before it became what it is. You see, House Arendir is one of the eldest of Northander. The role of every Arendir had already been chosen the moment he or she was given birth to. For me, it was always clear that I would be the Lord Marshal of the Royal Army.
So your parents forced you to do this?
Let me put it this way. It was my duty. Of course, I could have rebelled, but even back then, I had already come to realize that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Sure, I too had had my share of boyhood dreams, but betraying my parents and the realm had never been an option.
Being a royal commander sounds an awful lot like a boyhood dream to me.
I guess it does. But you need to keep in mind that we Arendirs were raised for this. I knew from the start that a military path had little to do with the tale of brave knights in shining armor from the poems and the plays. People, especially in youth, often crave for what they don't have. The fisherman's daughter might dream of a life as a princess, whereas the princess aches for the charming vagabond to take her to an exotic place far away from her life of etiquette, stern-faced governesses, and arranged marriage.
What did you dream of? Also a charming sellsword who'd take you to exotic places?
Very funny. You see, one of my uncles had been a seaman. His branch of the family was by far the least powerful one, but whenever he came to visit, I didn't leave his side for a minute. He had sailed to Kalea to meet with the Blood Oracle, to Imperia, to the great Colosseums, and once he had even sailed all around the lands of winter. You can imagine that for me as a boy, his stories were a lot more exciting than my lessons in math, history, and politics. And more than once after his visits, I found myself lying in bed and wondering what it would be like to just pack my bags, enlist on one of the trade ships, and see all these marvels my uncle had told me about myself. A foolish fantasy, of course, but still, it existed.
Is your uncle still alive?
No. His ship ran aground when I was 14 winters old.
But yet, you never seriously contemplated becoming a seaman.
No. I was young, yes, but I wasn't a fool. Even if duty and loyalty had not been a concern of mine, I knew that my uncle only told me about the good parts of his life. He never spoke of how a snowstorm cost him 3 of his fingers, and why he always carried a bottle of brandy wherever he went.
For what it's worth, I think staying was the right choice.
I'm glad you approve. Either way, we digress.
I still don't understand why becoming the Lord Marshal stopped you from having a family.
It was a choice. I probably don't need to tell you this, but love and marriage are as much a duty as any other. You cannot be a good husband or a good wife if you don't commit entirely. And the same goes for parenthood. And the higher I rose, the more I realized that people in my position, whose decisions affect the lives of tens of thousands, can and should only have one commitment.
Their duty.
Yes. I know it sounds dramatic, but it's the truth. I chose not to have a family, because the realm was my wife and its people were my children. Allowing somebody else into my life would have meant betraying the others.
But there are commanders that have families.
And they have them at an expense. If life taught me anything, then it's that excellence requires absolute dedication. And with the responsibilities that I have, I simply cannot allow myself to be distracted.
What about the Arendir bloodline? Who will carry on your name if you don't have an heir?
My sister, Myra.
But isn't she a widow?
Yes. Her husband, Lord Uhtred, died in the Mage Wars. But she's still young, and once we've ended this madness, I will encourage her to look for a new, suitable partner.
That sounds sad.
Maybe. But we've wasted enough time. You wanted an answer, and that was it. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
I'll be leaving now.
All right.
Tahar?
Hello, Myra. How, are you?
I don't know.
I wanted to talk about your condition. That rune, it changed something in you, didn't it? Can you describe it?
Everything has turned gray. Dark. I feel like a stranger. A stranger in my own body, a puppet, without someone to pull the strings anymore. I try to feel, but I can't. I suppose this is what it adds up to.
Are you feeling like it's getting better?
No.
I'm sorry. If we had come sooner, then maybe, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be as bad now.
I doubt that would be the case, but I appreciate your efforts to comfort me.
I wanted to talk about your condition.
Everything has turned. I try to feel.
Are you feeling like it's getting better?
No. I suppose.
I'll be off. Get well soon, Myra.
I'll do my best.
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Something you need?
All right. Now that my sister is safe and we have the Utran army beside us, we need to discuss our course of action. As I've hinted at already, there are two more problems we need to take care of before we can gather to convince the other royal houses to join forces with us and reconquer Greykeep.
Lekain's Iron Ones, and the Leonida forces.
Iron Ones? You mean these giant walking armors?
Yes. We need to destroy the place where the Purity manufactures them. And we need to eliminate Amaria Leonida, who has allied herself with the Harbinger.
House Leonider has the strongest army in Northander. Would it not be wiser to forge the alliance with Wolfgar and Hallett first, and then deal with them?
It would, but Leonider is controlling the borders. In other words, until we've taken care of her and the Ironborn, we couldn't move the Wolfgar or Hallett forces, even if they agreed to an alliance.
Amaria Leonider allied herself with the Harbinger? Why?
Because she's probably the most ardent follower of the Purity's teaching. She was the first truly influential Nortandian to repent when Lekain's new religion was founded, and also the first to declare her unconditional loyalty after Lekain showed his true face and took over Greyfell.
That's not good. How do you plan to neutralize her? We can't just move our army into Leonider territory. That would be suicide.
Well, that's where we got lucky. Amaria Leonida has taken up position in the Eye.
In the marshlands? Why?
My guess is as good as yours, but I suppose it has to do with your father's laboratory. I doubt Lekain is done with it.
So, Amaria is leading the army herself? How? I didn't know she knew about warfare.
Well, word has it that the Harbinger has, how should I say, granted Amaria a gift as a token of gratitude for her loyalty. Magical powers, in other words. Maybe even a part of this Archfire energy. No, I don't know if these rumors are true, but we'll have to consider them when we make our plan.
Well, seems like this will be quite the battle.
Indeed, which is why we need a good strategy.
Any idea what these Iron Ones actually are? Golems?
No, I doubt it. They have the magical signature of a human. I guess we'll need to find out.
Yes, though I'm fairly certain the Harbinger's new magic has to do with it. The Archfire.
But if that's the case, how are we supposed to deal with them?
Well, according to my scouts, there is a place where they are being created by whatever unholy power is behind this. And it seems that this smeltery, if you want to call it that, is in the Windwall foothills.
So we travel to Windwall and burn down that factory. Is that the plan?
Yes. It's a simple task, but it won't be easy. we can be sure that the Purity is doing all in their power to protect it.
Fair enough. Then let's start making preparations.
Good. I'll be here if you need me.
Corporal Tahar? Corporal Tahar?
What's the matter?
I have news. Bad news.
Report.
The Iron Falcons from Aenir's Blade. They've sent word. A dragon has appeared near the canyon. An elder.
An elder? You mean?
Yes. From the legends.
What? But they've been asleep for centuries.
Well, apparently not.
Are you sure this isn't a mistake?
Quite sure. The Iron Falcons found 3 keepers torn apart and scorched in a way that only a dragon could do it. But what's even more alarming is that the Falcons believe that said dragon is heading our way.
Why?
I don't know, Corporal. I just don't know. What are your orders?
What if the scouts are wrong and the dragon isn't here for us?
That is a possibility.
We need to confirm the rumor.
But how? I'm only a scout, Corporal. By the way I see it, we only have 2 options. Wait or act. If we wait, the dragon might attack Mulandir without us being prepared. If we act, at least we're the ones who decide where the confrontation will happen.
Huh. You have a point. Where's the dragon now? Is it moving?
I don't think so. According to the Falcons, it has landed in a small oasis in the scorching desert. A 1 or 2 day journey from Aenir's Blade. What will you do, Corporal? I know this war is already taking up all of your resources, but we cannot just stand by and watch while that creature comes at us, can we?
I'll travel to the oasis and see for myself.
I understand. Want me to tell the others?
I'll do it when we head out. Dismissed, Private.
Sir.
Let me see.
Yes, Corporal? How can I help?
Would you be willing to tell me more?
You seem to be quite adamant about this, aren't you? Fine, if you insist. What do you want to know?
How close were you and her exactly?
That's hard to say. We had sex in all those 5 years. She never left my side. So some people might have considered us lovers, but I'm not sure we ever felt that way towards each other. You see, I don't feel emotions the same way other people do. And neither did Mila. The feelings the bards all sing about, I never had them. And I doubt I am capable of feeling them at all. This bond we had it because we were alike. Because she understood me and I understood her. Without saying a word. And I doubt I will ever have that feeling again.
When you say you were alike, what does that mean? That she also hardly felt emotions?
Yes. But whereas for me, it had been becoming a dreamweaver that had made me who I am. Mila had simply been born that way. There was no logical reason for her condition. It was just what fate, or the gods, had given her.
I understand.
Maybe you do.
Was she an assassin as well?
She was, yes.
What was she like?
That's a difficult question to answer. Compared to me, I would describe her as more cheerful, more talkative. She enjoyed the company of other people far more than I did. Of course, that conviviality was mostly a charade. Her interest in other people was genuine, but it was mainly because she wanted to study them. It was almost as if, until the very end, She believed that she could somehow overcome her nature. Of course, it didn't work.
How did she... I mean, how did it happen? The blood burn?
Well, I presume you are familiar with how the disease progresses, so there's no need to explain that part. As for when and where, we were with a small caravan near Everlight, on our way back to Greyfell. We had made camp in a small forest when the symptoms first showed. An old man, one of the caravan leaders, started coughing blood. I think everybody saw, but they all acted as if they hadn't. From that point on, it went straight downhill. Almost 3/4 of the group were infected. And by the next day, a young boy had blood running from his eyes. Do you know what's strange?
What?
Up until that point, I didn't even consider the fact that Milo was infected as well. The thought just didn't ever cross my mind.
How did you find out?
A blister. On the 3rd morning after that night in the forest, she took a bath in a nearby river and I saw it. That was it. I knew what would happen. And so did she. I insisted on riding back to Everlight and looking for a healer. An irrational thing to do, and I knew it. But I figured that a chance was better than none. But she wouldn't have it. I want to tell life when it's over, not the other way around. That's what she had always told me. And that night, it turned out she meant it.
She took her own life.
Yes. When I returned to the camp that night, I found a letter where she told me to meet her at a nearby clearing. I did, and found her laying on the grass, hands crossed behind her head, as if she was watching the moon. There was an empty bottle next to her, and I immediately recognized it. It was the merciful slumber, the most painless of poisons at our disposal. When you drink it, it's almost like falling asleep, very slowly. She was smiling when she faded away.
How do you feel about her decision?
How should I feel? It was her decision, and it was the most rational choice to make. Dying of the blood burn is incredibly painful, and she avoided that pain. Her last memories were ones of peace.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Huh?
I'm still wondering what made you leave Kalea and travel the world to study demonology.
You're not letting this one go, are you? Alright, if your life depends on it, I'll tell you. To make it short, I grew up in the slums of Kalea. A shithole if ever there was one. Just imagine an entire quarter made up of half-ruined shacks with the smell of shit and piss everywhere. And way too many people. Then add the tropical heat to it and you've got the place I grew up in. My father had left right after I was born. My mother is what you call a day laborer. Though the days when she wasn't laboring outweighed the ones when she did. Whatever job there was, she took it. Even if it was cleaning the shit out of Kalayan canals. She worked hard, but it just wasn't enough. We lived in a windowless room and I shared a bed with my mother for the first 14 years of my life. Long story short, after a while my mother simply couldn't cover the expenses anymore. The rent for our room went up and jobs became less and less. Since the mage wars in Northander also affected the trade in Kalea. So my mother looked for someone to help her out, and found one. A man named Creo. He was a loan shark who had it all. A stupid name and a shady beard. 2 lackeys who followed him wherever he went. And above all, a complete lack of what other people would call decency.
I think I can see where this is going.
Sure you can. It's not the most unique of stories, is it? To cut to the chase, 1 year later we were in massive debt. Creo suggested my mother another way of making up for it. You can fill in the blanks. I was just too weak. Over and over this fucking bastard came. Had my mother tell me to go for a walk. And every time I had no choice but to obey. Do you have any idea how that feels, Tahar? To be that powerless? I remember one day I looked in the mirror and realized how much I hated the boy I saw. I hated his body with all its frail bones, his small arms, his bloodshot wet eyes. And that's when I decided to change things. So the next time he came, I fought back.
How did that go?
What do you think? He beat me up. And it was the same next time and the time after that. At first he found it funny. But after the fourth time, he threatened to kill me. The only thing that stopped him from doing it is because my mother begged him to. And I had only made it worse. On my 14th name day, I left home and joined up with the Chilean sand prowlers. My mother begged me not to go. But I just couldn't. Standing there and watching this fucking bastard walk into our room again and again whenever he felt like it, I just couldn't. Dying would have been better than staying. The way I figured it was that if I earned enough money to pay Mother's debts, Kriya would leave her alone. Once I was strong enough, I'd come back. Wait for him to show up again. And then, well, you can imagine the rest.
I think I can. So who were these sand prowlers?
A group of mercenaries. They took me in and trained me. And even though they were skeptical at first, they quickly realized that my determination made up for what my body was lacking. When I was 16 and I discovered my magic, one of their leaders made me his apprentice. The arcane universities are a shithole made up of boy-loving old geezers who care more about how you wear your hair than about your magic. I'll tell you the real thing. And that she did.
Was that sand prowler mage also who introduced you to demonology?
What? No, she was a mediocre mage at best. The most powerful thing she could do was lighting someone's hair on fire. Though of course she didn't see it that way. After 1 year I was already stronger than her, and I started my own studies.
What was it like to work with the sand prowlers?
Well, if you were hoping for stories of sex, adventure, and intrigue, I have to disappoint you. Most of it was nasty stuff. Fighting in wars which you knew were wrong, beating up people who were practically helpless. But then again, the Chilean Guard was no better than that. It was a case of pick your poison.
What about your plan to pay your mother's debts? Did that work out?
Well, I thought so at first, but we'll get there.
Huh. So did you ever return to your mother?
Of course. On my 18th name day. I had wanted to return earlier, but a contract had me kept overseas for a lot longer than I had expected. Sorry. It's strange to talk about it.
What happened?
My mother. She was gone. Her room had been cleared out, and the neighbors told me she passed away unexpectedly just 3 weeks before I arrived. Her heart just stopped beating.
I'm sorry.
Why? It was a natural death. She was old when she gave birth to me, and the life on the Chilean streets isn't forgiving. In other words, it was bound to happen. I went into the room and looked for our stash. A small casket under the floorboards. I found it, opened it, and saw all the money I'd sent her over the years.
So...
She never used it to pay Creo as I instructed her. I have no idea why, but my best guess is that she thought it was mine since I earned it. She was that kind of person, you know? No matter how hard fate punched her in the face, she'd cling on to her ideals. Always did what was right rather than what was good for herself. And look what she got in return.
Did you ever visit her grave?
I did, but it was a mass grave. Dozens of corpses, all piled onto each other, and some earth shoveled on top of it. I threw up when I saw it, and never came back after that.
What about Creo?
Well, as you can imagine, I went to look for him. Right after I was able to think straight again. But he was gone.
Where?
I don't know. I asked everywhere and everyone who could know, and they either didn't or gave me different information. After a while, I gave up.
Why?
Because people like Creo are just a reality we have to deal with. I could have killed him, but what good would it have done? My mother was dead, and no amount of bloodshed and gut tearing could have changed that. The world doesn't give a fuck about your ideals, Tahar. About doing the right thing. That's just the shit we tell ourselves to help us sleep at night. You eat or you get eaten. It's that simple. I wasn't strong enough when I should have been. And that's why I couldn't help her. That will never happen again.
I guess you're right.
I am. To wrap up the story, I enrolled at the university from the money my mother saved for me. Turned out the Sandcrawler mage was wrong. There were some boy-loving professors, but they knew their shit. I studied and practiced until there was nothing left to study. Then I found out about demonology and the power in it. I quit university, and I've been traveling ever since. Taking jobs as a mercenary here and there, but above all, improving my skills. My last stop was Bar Gregora to summon a devourer.
Huh. And what are you after, in the long run?
I don't know. I'll find out when I get there.
Huh. Interesting story. Thanks for your trust, Uran.
Sure. Hope you're happy.
South of Leonidar and east of Hallet lies the scorching desert. A place as inhospitable as it is dangerous. The desert is uninhabited save for the dust-crawler orcs, a nomadic orc tribe that roams the dunes in search of fresh water. With a throat as dry as parchment.
Falcons were right, Tahar. There is a magical presence nearby. It is enormous.
So you think it actually is an elder?
I do not know, Tahar. But I can tell you that this thing is powerful. More powerful than anything we fought before.
That's comforting. Remind me, Tahar, why did we just bring one battalion here and not our entire army?
Because the Purity will notice if we move our entire army and could use the opportunity to attack. Right now, nobody knows we're here. Now let's head out.
This way, right?
Sounds like a plan.
That's the way?
Sure. Shit, that was a painful death.
And it wasn't caused by normal fire. These people melted.
I'll take a look.
Huh. Intriguing.
You got it.
Certainly.
This one looks as though he's been mauled. And he's wearing an unusual armor, isn't he?
Huh. Do you see these crystals in his skin? They look an awful lot like the ones we found on the Hibernian island, don't they?
Up ahead.
Huh? Didn't expect to see travelers all the way out here. Tundea.
Tundea? That sounds Hibernian.
It does, because it is. We're Valis Draigin, dragon hunters, as you'd call it. Which is why I urge you to head right back where you came from. There's a Yal Dragin, an elder dragon, just waiting to sink its fangs into you. As it has done with the idiots you've probably seen on the wayside.
So you're actually Hibernian dragon hunters?
Well, we're not 800 years old, so we're obviously descendants.
I hate to break it to you, but the only proven direct descendant of Hibernia is Queen Aelith.
Our order has been around for over 100 years now. We've found Hibernian blood all over Northander. I'm not surprised you don't know us. Most people don't. Even though if it weren't for us, half of Northander would be eaten by wyverns by now.
Huh. Interesting. Who were these corpses on the wayside?
Traders on the way to Windholm. We told them the same I'm telling you, but of course, that Ulan wouldn't listen. They did have some good cargo, though. So at least their deaths helped someone.
It took one of your men, too, didn't it?
A woman. But yeah, it did. Yelena. That fucking beast burnt her skin right off her skull. She'll be the last one we lose, though, I can promise you that.
Val Draigin. I'm guessing that's Hibernian for dragon.
Actually, it's the other way around. Dragon is common for Draigin. That's where the word came from in the first place.
So it's true. There's an elder in the oasis.
That's what I just said.
We'll go wherever we want.
You're of the brooding type, aren't you? If it makes you happy, go ahead and get your asses burnt. Just let us do our job when the time comes. Don't dare. Don't die.
Huh?
Valis Draigin?
Huh. Didn't expect to see anyone else near a Draigin. Talk to Pavlos if you want anything.
Who's Pavlos?
The guy with the idiotic hair. You can't miss him.
Got it.
I'll keep you shielded.
Tandea. I don't know who you are, but it's best if you turn around right now.
Yeah, we know the story. One of your men told us all about it. We're here for that dragon, same as you.
You are? Huh. Normally, I'd tell you to run as far as you can. But I have to admit, you people have an impressive aura. Tell me, how did you learn of the Drageen?
The Iron Falcons told us about it. We have reason to believe it's here for us.
Explain.
Well, you're a mage, right?
Yes.
Then I'm sure you noticed a shift in a magical pattern some weeks ago. One that also ended the bloodburn.
There have been a lot of magical oddities recently. But yes, so, what are you implying? That you had something to do with that shift?
So to speak, yes. We assume that the Elder sensed it and now feels drawn to me, for whatever reason.
Nonsense.
No. Actually, it isn't, Kivron. This is the first sighting of an Elder since the War of the Six Races. And back then, it was also a magical explosion that woke him. And this man isn't lying. His aura is remarkable, in every aspect. Listen, let me make you an offer. What would you say about joining forces? You are powerful, no question about that. But still, you and your little entourage won't be enough to go up against an Elder.
How can you help us? You're only a handful of warriors.
A handful of Valis Drageen. I know you're powerful. Only a fool wouldn't see that. But fighting Draconoids is what we do for a living. Without our help, that Drageen will smother you.
Did you ever fight an Elder before?
Saras Jodul. As I said, the last time an Elder was sighted was during the War of the Six Races. So no, we haven't. But that doesn't change the fact that we know more about Draconoids than anybody else on Io. But please, if you are so eager to get killed, go ahead. I will not beg.
Are you sure killing him is the only way?
Well, you can also let him kill you, if that's what you prefer. I don't know where you get your ideas from, but Drageen are beasts, as you might have been able to tell from the charred corpses up the hill.
Sounds good. We can use all the help we can get.
I'm happy to hear that. However, there's one more thing. No, two, actually. First of all, we want the heart and the eyes. Secondly, I'll need you to do a minor task for us first.
Why the heart and the eyes?
It's a custom. But don't worry. The scales and the claws will be more than enough to recompense you for your efforts. On that note, if you have the coin, I can also talk to Reeve and see if he'd be willing to turn those scales into an armor for you.
Aren't you a bit too generous? These scales must be worth thousands, yet you're offering to give them away for free.
We don't hunt for the gold, stranger. Also, the heart and the eyes are quite valuable too, but not nearly as useful to you as an armor. So we'd both profit from that bargain.
You're talking about a dragon scale armor.
Yes, but I cannot make any promises yet. Reeve can be complicated when it comes to such matters.
What minor task? We shouldn't be wasting our time.
You're absolutely right. We shouldn't. But I need you to do this. There's a small nest of wyverns just across the pond. We're still recovering from the last battle and haven't gotten around to taking them out yet.
So, do it now.
We were going to. But if we're to fight together, my men will want to see a display of strength first. Ancient Hibernian custom. So, I suggest you come back once you're done. I'll talk to my men now.
He was not telling you the whole truth, Tahar. An Elder's heart is worth more than 3 Elder Scales. Yes, made into an armor they will be useful, but this Pavlos made sure he and his men are on the long end of the stick.
Well, I didn't know that. Let's play along for now, though.
As you require.
More fighting. Does this never end?
All right, why not?
Interesting.
Understood.
Here we go. Get ready. All right, here goes nothing.
Now would you look at that?
Let's see.
Will do.
As you want. A fine plan. Fine.
Danger up ahead!
Healing! I need help over here!
Healing!
Don't move!
You'll regret what is this?
Healing! Need healing!
Is this really necessary?
That should be all of them. Let's head back to the Dragon Hunters.
Huh. Interesting. That way?
Walking corpses.
Fine. Take them down.
Yes?
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Yes, of course.
Sure.
Here we go.
Whatever's necessary.
Healing! Need healing!
Tandea.
The hunter we met up the hill claimed that you're all descendants of the Hibernians. If that's true, then why don't you look like them at all?
Well, let me think. Because there were dozens of generations between us and our forefathers?
Queen Aelith does look Hibernian. Tall, green eyes, black hair.
Yes, but the Aeliths kept their bloodline clear through generations of incest. Our families didn't have that luxury.
I was wondering, what do you people do if there aren't any elder dragons around to kill?
As I told you, we kill draconoids, wyverns, cave lizards, mountain wraiths. The list goes on.
Fair enough. But how do you make a living? Not every wyvern has accidentally swallowed a wealthy merchant, has it?
No, but wealthy merchants and wealthy lords pay well to be safe from them. There's more feral draconoids in just Northander than we could kill in a lifetime. But, of course, this is the real thing. Hunting down an elder. There's more honor in that than in all the wyverns we've killed in the past 10 years.
We cleared out the nest.
Very good. I also told my men about my idea. And though they weren't exactly thrilled, they agreed to help out.
Great. Does that mean we can finally start doing what we came here for?
You're a bit too eager, considering what you're up against. But yes, we can start the hunt. I have already put together a plan.
Then fill us in.
We should attack from two sides. First, you and your people launch a frontal assault. Once you have the dragon's attention, we'll charge in from the side and drive that thing into the claws of Nor with our spears. Find a way to protect yourself against the dragon fire. Put on the same armor you'd use against a mountain-tall, ravaging ball of moon-silver daggers. And don't even try to use blunt weapons against that thing. That'll do as much good as smashing your head against the Grey Keep walls.
All right, I got it.
Good. Then we'll move up to the bushes and wait for your attack. Good luck. And try to last more than a minute.
Let me see.
Nihav's hammer. That thing is massive. Her
Tahar.
What the?
That is your name, is it not? Tahar.
It isn't attacking us. Why?
I think it's speaking to me. In my head.
You mean...
Telepathy, yes. It is the only way the two of us can communicate. An interesting group you have gathered around you, Shaper Child. Have you come to kill me? The way you cling to your weapons makes it seem so.
Tahar, talk to us. What's happening?
I think she wants to talk.
Maybe. I know why you are here. You are worried that I have come to destroy your city, Mullendir, as I have done before.
Are you?
That was my plan, yes.
Why? What have we done to you?
It is not about what you have done. It is about what you will do. You are Zarlanthep, a shaper as you call them. You were asleep, but now you have awoken. And as all of your kind, you will bring doom to the world.
Tahar, what's it saying?
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean by bring doom to the world?
It is impressive. All the clues are there, right in front of your eyes. Yet you do not see it.
See what? Maybe if you stopped talking in riddles, I would.
I am not talking in riddles. It has merely been a very, very long time since I have talked at all. But since you are not as much of a brute as I would have anticipated, maybe there is no harm in explaining. Before I neutralize you, the Zarlanthep, we the Elders, were the ones who killed them. It was neither spite nor hunger that drove us, as the myths would have you believe. It was because of what they had become, what they fancied themselves as.
Which was?
Gods. They had done what nobody should have. They had tamed the essence, and learned to use it for their ends. You have seen the results. Enslaved minds, a world empire, telepathy, and the power to destroy life in a snap of a finger. They would have broken the world in two if we had not intervened. So, we did.
You killed them?
Yes. People misunderstand us, Tahar. We are not beasts like most people. We are watchers, and we do what the Guardians could not. The world is tiring, and life after millennia becomes a burden. We do not rejoice in it, but we have a responsibility.
So you are, what? Protectors?
Titles are inconsequential. But yes, you can call us that, if you wish.
And you wiped out the Shapers to protect Io?
We did. It was the only logical answer to their actions.
How many of you are there? Elders?
Just a few.
But I don't get it. Why kill me? Only because I'm half-Shaper?
Yes. Since you performed the melding, you bear the same dangerous potential as your mother. And thus, you need to die. There is no malice in our decision. I am glad you came here with only a few of your allies. That means that fewer lives will be lost.
I'm not the danger. The purity of light is.
You both are. And after I have neutralized you, I will deal with the creature's servant.
There must be another way. We both want the same thing.
No. You want power, divinity, as any Zarlanthep wanted from the start. Your blood is corrupted, and so is your mind.
But you don't even know me. I may be half-Shaper, yes, but I was raised a human.
Does that make it better? Humans are as cruel, as vile as the Zarlanthep were. Only that they have not yet discovered the power. But once they will, the earth will shatter. Our kind is too tired, too weary for another extermination like the one in the Zarlanthep days. This time, we will not fight. But you, Tahar, you are only one person. One person that can be dealt with swiftly and without wreaking havoc.
I think it is getting ready to attack. Whatever you intend on doing, do it now.
So there is no way I can convince you.
You are insistent. Why, I wonder? Do you fear death? That is my only explanation.
Maybe. But also because you're wrong. I may be half Shaper, but I'm not your enemy.
Then prove it. Destroy the rifts. And prove that you are not like your ancestors.
The rifts?
Yes. Since the creature's servant, who you call the Harbinger of Light, has tapped into the essence, things have changed. A tear in the fabric of the realm appeared, and other creatures seeking to find their way through that hole. As of now, they are still between the planes. But that will change soon.
You want me to kill them?
Kill them and close the rifts. It will be dangerous, and it might cost you your life. But it will show that your words were not as deceitful as those of your ancestors.
Where are these rifts?
You cannot see them, but I will give you the ability to do so. They are centered around the place where the servant unleashed the essence.
And in return, you won't attack us.
That and more. But we will talk about it when the deed has been done.
But if these rifts are so dangerous, why haven't you closed them yet?
I was going to, but a Darlunthep is a greater threat than those beasts. So I came for you first.
Fine. I'll do it.
You surprise me. Well, then stand by your word and return to me once you have succeeded. I will wait.
Interesting.
So, you talked to it? What did it say? Why did it spare us?
I think it's a her. And it's a long story. I'll tell you on the way back.
So, we're not fighting it?
No, it's complicated. I'll tell you on the way back to Mullendeer. Now we should...
Now! Yales Dragin!
No! Don't!
Oh, fools.
Why didn't they listen? They must have seen the dragon wasn't fighting us.
I don't know. But they didn't leave us a choice.
Don't talk, act. Your task is clear.
Sounds like a plan.
Huh? Ah, yes.
Huh. Intriguing.
Fine. Interesting.
Huh. This looks useful. We should take a look at it later.
Alright then, let's get to it. That should work well then.
The Eye owes its name to the banner of House Waite, which once resided in the unforgiving swamplands. After the Waite dynasty ended abruptly when their last patriarch and his wife descended into madness, the Eye is now known to be a no man's land, inhabited only by the most steadfast settlers, adventurers, and people in need of a hiding place.